right, family. The poorest of the poorest.
God have mercy upon
Mali,
us.
the poorest of the poorest, as it is being projected in some of the media houses. Yeah? Mali has decided to activate Mansa Musa mood. So somebody write in the comment section, Mansa Musa mood activated. See, when the president of Mali, Assimi Goïta, made this statement,
winners. But those who thought of us each time treating us as a miserable countries quickly understood, quickly realized that it is they who are miserable and they who are poor.
Yes, when he made that statement, many people do not understand. He said, look, the people who think and thought that we are poor all the time, we are the poorest, today, they have come to sudden realization that they rather are poor, not us. Now, let me tell you, after Mali went to war with lots of mining companies, I reported this war going on between the mining companies and Mali for some time, but I know many people do not, come across those videos, but still, I'm going to give you all the detail what is going on right now. According to reports coming out right now, Mali has decided to raise 883 million US dollars. 883 million US dollars. That's 500 billion CFA franc. So the whole thing, when you watch on the media, some people put it approximately 900 million US dollars. Some people cap it around 800 million US dollars. But the real figure is 883 million US dollars. So when you round it, we can say approximately 900 million US dollars or 800 million US dollars. Generated not from the World Bank or IMF or any loan from anywhere. Generated from its own reform mining sector to finance major infrastructure projects across Mali. This is according to the finance minister of Mali. Now, the money coming out, this almost 900 million US dollars, is going to be financing energy project, that's electricity generation and distribution. When you look at Mali, honestly, before Assimi Goïta came, when it comes to electricity generation and distribution, it is very poor in the country. Apart from the capital city and some other, prime areas, when you go to some rural communities, some, regions, electricity is a problem. Let's be, factual about these issues and lay it down how it is. When we come to water infrastructure also, so the money is going to be invested into water infrastructure. Some communities, they are battling with water a lot. So these things need to be done. So the money will be included and then finance the water project so that everybody in Mali can have water. Then they are talking about road project and road and transport network also in Mali. Some communities are battling with road. Regions are battling with road. Mali is big. So some communities and regions, road access is a whole lot of problem on its own. You understand? So the government has decided to rebuild the entire nation and reconstruct the entire nation through electricity generation, energy project, infrastructure, water infrastructure, and road and transport network. Now, this fund is expected to come from the increased government revenue following their mining reform, which they did in 2023 thereabout. I spoke about it. This mining reform was war. They have to go to war to come up with this mining reform. War. To the level where international communities have to come in and then they feel like a lot of people feel like the military government is trying to choke the neck of mining companies and confiscate. Oh, it was a whole lot. But, after waging so much war, this reform finally came to life and it has given the state a larger share of profit from mining companies, and they have renegotiated the terms with several foreign operators in the country. Now, the goal is to use the country's mineral wealth, especially the gold. As somebody said, Mansa Musa mood activated. the gold to finance their long-term national development plan instead of heavily relying on, this external borrowing and all that. The same thing Burkina Faso pulled out recently, about 64 billion US dollars that they are planning to, use to build their road infrastructure and key stuff like this. So when these people came and they said they are going to build their nation, they are not joking. This could never be possible because if not because of this reform, which was done in 2023, I mean, they will not get here. In 2023, honestly, they made this same statement when there was this dispute between the Malian government and Barrick Mining, which is formerly, Barrick Gold, right? It is now Barrick Mining. Formerly, it was Barrick Gold. The biggest dispute between the mining company and the government of Mali was this particular company. They operated the Lulo Gunkoto gold complex. The government said that Barrick owed the country unpaid taxes and should comply with the new mining code. They don't pay taxes. They do it in such a way that, the government appointees, everybody just collects something small, and then work they go on. Nobody care. So they don't pay their taxes and the government have to hold them. This is also part of the reason why they had to suspend their export at the time. Legal actions were taken. That is not all. B2 Gold also came. But somehow, anyhow, B2 Gold was a B2 Gold, not B2 Gold. B2 Gold was a bit smart. So instead of entering a prolonged legal dispute with the government, they decided immediately to renegotiate agreement with the government. And they did that. So their dispute was not long-term dispute. It was Barrick that was becoming stubborn along the line. And then Resolute Mining also, the company also, after long dispute, up and down, they have decided to, okay, because you need the code, you need it, we have it. We have it, you need it. You must comply. So the government pressured their two and said, look, we are not going to allow this to happen. And at the end of the day, they also negotiated and agreed to make payment related to government claim and committed to transitioning to the new mining code working in, Mali. This new mining code is applied to everybody. So the mining code, according to official, the government said in 2023 that they are going to use it to finance this project, the energy, the road, the water infrastructure and all that. And the government says the audit and enforce actions on these people before they were able to come to this conclusion with these mining companies. This huge amount and more have been going to this company and leaving the state with nothing, with just some few individuals collecting something, like the ministers, then government. Ministers collecting something and everybody is just cool and things go on like that. So Mali, after this fight, was able to come up with a plan of 883 million US dollars to start financing road projects, energy distribution, and water infrastructure in the country. Because when it comes to these three things, these are things that the country is lacking in some key areas. But when the government came on board, we all know that Mali, because of their location, the tea activity in the region, revenues go a lot into counter-terrorism. And so they need to channel one of the resource, which is gold, towards this particular development project before they can face the issue of insecurity also. So while they are battling with insecurity over there, one hand on the other side need to be building the country for the people. Because one of the things is that some areas, Ibrahim Traore made this statement, that some areas that are underdeveloped, those are the places that the T group are operating. So once you start developing those places, you begin to push them into more bush. So every area where these people operate need to be developed. Then you are going to see that the activities will reduce. Some key areas, because the roads are not good, and it's a village town, village region, farming communities and all that, they have stronghold over there. And therefore, once those places begin to see development, you see them pushing. These people, they don't like development. So when development is coming, then they keep pushing. And before you know, you kick them out of your country. Even when they are coming to your country, they always like to go to new sites, places that are not developed. Then they begin to build from there. That's why I'm concerned about Ghana, how these cow engineers are coming into the country people with cows, and they are in forests and how do you call it, new site and all that. I'm very concerned about that. I've been talking about it. They are not paying attention to it, but we are here. Whatever the case is, we are here, if they will listen or not. So Mali has activated it. And this is a country where they said is actually the poorest of the poorest. How can a poor country wake up one day and decide to raise almost 900 million US dollars?
As how now?
Somebody explain to me, how can this country wake up and come up with this money? So Mali has this so much money in their country, and they were referring to Mali as the poorest of the poorest. Whenever they are ranking the poorest country, Mali will come on board. Mali is so rich. I told you in one of my videos that the gold of Mali alone can develop the country without other resources. I don't know how many of you remember that content. It's not one content, two content. I said it countless times. The gold in Mali alone can develop that entire country. You have not heard about Mansa Musa? Mansa Musa from Mali, that empire of this man in the 1300 wasn't easy. No, it wasn't a joke, bro. I mean, they put jokes apart. 1312 to 1337, thereabout. Mansa Musa's reign, the emperor of Mali. Go and read about him. This man, a man that was moving from Mali, going to Mecca, and he was moving with thousands of camels, carrying golds, and he was sharing the gold from the beginning of his journey all the way to he get to Mecca. He shared gold to the level where those gold, according to reports and history, remain in the country's economy for several years. Can you imagine Mali? And this is a country they always refer to as a Mali has now activated Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa mode activated. Yes, that is it. So family, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You see, you can say I'm very happy. I'm very happy. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, be part of this amazing family. See you in the next episode. Respect.